Okay, so as excited as I was for this episode of Into the Badlands, it did not take my priority when it came to TV viewing this last night. Because The Simpsons finally passed Gunsmoke as the longest running primetime series of 636 episodes. They finally did it. That was a big deal for me. Huge fan of The Simpsons. I wanted to give a shout out to The Simpsons because I feel like this is a big accomplishment, even though the show's being run into the ground. So Into the Badlands Season 3, Episode 2. Things pick off again, and it's getting really good, honestly. Like, I got some issues with the episode. I like where a lot of the storylines are headed, but I do have some issues. My big issue right now is, I don't know how I feel about the Pilgrim. Is it Pilgrim or the Pilgrim? His storyline, it hasn't gotten to me yet. And what I mean by that is, I don't know if I'm interested yet. I kind of have a thing where characters that think they're prophets, kind of like Jesus, and I hate seeing those kind of characters portrayed because they think they're all powerful and everything and they have to make these sacrifices. They're cliches, they're all done the same way, and it kind of bothers me. I don't like seeing those characters portrayed, so seeing that in here just kind of upset me, and I don't know how I feel about it yet. Everyone's dressed up like they're from A Wrinkle in Time. I was thought that older lady with Pilgrim was Oprah from A Wrinkle in Time. Not gonna lie, completely thought that. I'm not sold on his storyline. I like that they're trying to find the new Azra, and they're trying to get to these different places. They go to this museum. Can somebody tell me what island that was on? I was trying to think about where that was. It's got to be in the States, because there's American flags. What's the island that the Statue of Liberty was on? Was there a museum there? I don't know. I don't know where that was. If somebody could please tell me, I'd love to know. But I like that they went there. There's some old dinosaur bones. There's a bunch of this like weird tombs and a bunch of just random things in there. This museum had everything. It seems like it was a history museum, which was kind of cool. So that I really like that they got there. I'm not sold on the character yet. Pilgrim, I don't care. Castor, was that the guy's name? I don't remember the name of the girl, but they were in the gift shop and they found like those weird monuments to the old world. So we now know that there was a civilization before this happened, which scares me because now I think the show could be trying to send us a message that our kind of like polluting ways could end the world or something, which I always hate those kind of things. There's ways to do them well, but I don't want this show to take that route. I don't think it will, but I'm just worried it might. End of the episode, Pilgrim does a sacrifice of the girl. That was like the most intense scene for me. As much as I don't like the character or where that storyline's going right now, that was really scary to see him just dig the chain into her body. That was really creepy. I'm not sold. I'm not sold on Pilgrim. I'm not sold on his whole place in this universe yet. I hope it can get better. In the episode before this, I was like, hell yeah, I like where it's going. I can't wait to see what happens there. This episode, to me, the character that stood out the most was MK. I said in the last one, he reminded me a lot of Anakin Skywalker. This one, it kind of plays up that fact a little bit too, but I gotta give serious props to Aramis for what he did in this. He did incredible acting. Him off the opium, he's trying to figure out how he can get back in there. He wants to be calm again, and I really like that storyline. So he takes this weird hit, goes through like this weird drug-induced dream about who really killed his mother, and when that was going on, I had a lot of other thoughts. Maybe it was Baji, maybe it was the widow, but no, it was Sonny, which I think really makes sense because Sonny was a killer before he came here. And I do like what we're going to see from Sonny. And I do really like MK just kind of learning that there's more at stake here than just what he knows. There's a bigger game. And Sonny was a different person when he was a Clipper for Quinn. There's a lot. It was just really interesting to see. And I loved his fight with Nathaniel at the beginning of the episode. And he's like, I can take you, old man. If I beat him, give me my opium. And I really like that. You can really see that MK did train, which I was really excited to see him fight again because I really go back and forth on MK, and there's some good stuff about him, and there's some bad stuff about him. But this was one of his best episodes in the season. I mean, there's only been two, but this was the better one. I'm really excited to see where MK goes from here, and I never thought I'd say that. Nathaniel is a character who I'm liking what they're doing. They give him like that weird hand that kind of looks like an Infinity Gauntlet, but silver, which I really did like. That was really cool. Shoots darts, takes out a blade. That was cool. Him and the widow, they have a really good relationship. But the one that surprised me was Nathaniel and Lydia. I'm a huge fan of Lydia. I love Lydia. She's probably one of my favorite characters, but they have a history. There's an obvious history between the two, and I know he used to be the what do they call him? Like the lead clipper. Is there a name for them? A regent? Was he the regent for Quinn? That's exciting, because there's some chemistry there. I'm excited to see where that chemistry can go. Big stuff happening there. And then, of course, we got the storyline, which I'm really excited to see where it goes. Baji and Sunny, these two are great together. They have great chemistry. We need to find a Mad Witch. Maybe she can take the gift away from Henry. That's exciting stuff. Not a lot happened with Sunny and Baji this episode, but we're setting up for a lot more stuff to happen with them, and that's really good. I guess that was one of the things about this episode that kind of bothered me. We focused a lot on Pilgrim this episode, and as good as bad as that could be, I don't know. I'm not sold there yet, but, you know, Nathaniel comes to where they are. He's trying to find out where the convoy went that had Baji, and now they're just trying to get all this stuff done. You can see that Sunny is really wanting to save his son, and I'm really glad for that. And when he meets Tilda, I really like those two chemistry, because they've both done stuff to each other where they should hate each other, and they do hate each other. I think Sunny hates Tilda more than she hates him, because she's trying to redeem herself, but there's some things, like Sunny said, you can never undo and will never be able to forgive. And that's true. I like where that could go. I think that was a really good way just to make these two understand, like, if we're going to be on the same side, just put it aside and let's get this shit done. That's what I really liked. She protects Sunny from Nathaniel seeing him, which is really good, and their chemistry is great. I do think she could be better than MK now. I didn't like Tilda before. I've had some issues. I get it. She's trying to figure out her place in this world, and I think now that she's found it, she can really shine as a character. So that's really exciting to see. And this was just a good episode to set up what we can see. And I said about the first episode and this one, they're set up episodes and we're still going places. We need more action. Not a lot of action in this episode, and that's what this show is best known for. So I do hope we get more action coming soon. Again, I'm okay with it. This Sunday night was the Simpsons night. I don't care what anybody says. It wasn't Westworld. It wasn't Silicon Valley. It was the Simpsons night, and that's what it was about for me. So an episode like this just kind of like clear my head from that interesting Simpsons episode. That was great. Pilgrim, I'm not sold on. Sunny and Baji, let's get more of it going. Lydia and Nathaniel and their relationship, and it looks like the Widow's going to team up with Lydia. That's kind of exciting. There's a lot going on. I can't wait to see where the show goes again. I said that earlier. There's potential here, guys, and I hope it's fun. I really just want it to be fun and interesting, and I can't wait. So I will see you guys in the next review. I'll catch you later. Good luck.